Yeah, hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. So far it's playing out as I had it on the chart already from the last video. Bitcoin continues to be in sideways movement. So obviously there isn't really a lot to update, just really to reinforce things, and we can take a look at a few possible short-term wave counts here. But first of all, maybe just a quick recap where we come from. Bear in mind, there are a few overlying wave patterns possible, so that this is not the only one. And this is currently the one that I still have on the chart, but I think it will eventually get invalidated. That's this one, a wave 1 up, a wave 2 down. We would assume we are now in the wave 3 based on that, but of course the wave 3 itself has subwaves. So we've got here, from that wave 2 low, we created another wave 1. Created another wave 1 to the upside and came down in a wave 2, and then here another 1-2 setup currently, where we then come down in a wave 2 here. This, however, I think will eventually get invalidated, because all we need to do really, if we go below that 20,700, I think to be exact 20,720, if we go below that level, we can't have 3-1-2 patterns here. It would then become a different wave pattern. That is equally possible, not a problem at all. I would actually like that more, because it gets rid of one of the 1-2 setups, so that we have only the 1 here, the 2 here, and then a 1 here with an A, B, C pattern for another wave 2. And that would work quite well actually, but that would only happen if we break below 20,720. There's always a few other possibilities, like all of this could be a leading diagonal. We talked about that. That would be the other bullish option. The bearish option would be that we have here a WXY and we're already unfolding in an impulsive wave to the downside. That will become clear probably over the week, which kind of wave pattern we really are in here. Truth of the matter is we just need to be prepared for both scenarios, both bullish and bearish. That is basically the same narrative that has been that I talked about since the 18th of June here. This was the first time in the last 10 months really that we talked about we have both possibilities now, bullish and bearish. Before that, since November, it was pretty much only bearish. And that worked out pretty well. And now we are in this possible turnaround space, and probabilities at the moment are a bit unclear. For me, still a little bit more leaning towards the bullish scenario, which is 60-40, 60%. So 60% probability for a bullish scenario. But again, if you compare 60-40, it is pretty close together. Therefore, I've always said, be careful, and we don't have confirmation yet that we are in a breakout pattern. So let's take a look at the lower time frame here really, because this is sort of the forecast, what could happen next. And overall, from a traditional, any sort of pattern traders would probably identify this as a bear flag here, what we're doing here. I would agree, in terms of here in the short term, that we came down quite impulsively. We're just consolidating after a strong downtrend. That is normally bearish, and we would expect here another move down. That's purely because the buyers can't push the price high enough anymore to really get out of this zone, of this selling zone. And we're now hovering above this support level, of this ascending channel in which we are in, and that is relevant. But as soon as we break that, obviously there will be that one more low. I do expect, as you can see here with the wave count, I do expect one more low. I talked about that. That could theoretically go down all the way to 19K pretty much. It got a couple of ideal levels here. One was the 20,450 level. Talked about that in yesterday's video. The other one is around 19,500. These are two key levels for that fifth wave to the downside that we can keep an eye on. That is how it would look like, in 5 waves down, as indicated here in yellow, within a wave 5, because a wave 5 in itself is a 5-wave move. So that one more dip is currently expected. When would I stop to expect it? So when would I say that the low is already in here of this temporary downtrend? In my opinion, that would be if we go impulsively above 22,200. That would be the minimum I would want to see to say, all right, maybe the low was already in here and we are going indeed higher. Yeah, and I would expect that throughout maybe the second half of the week or so, that we will get a relief rally or a recovery phase here. But before that, at the moment, the way I see it, I would expect one more wave down. And there's a few ways how this could now play out in the very short term. Bear in mind we do micro counting here, just to give you an orientation of where we are. There's the possibility when we came down here in this third wave that was on the 20th of August, that we, either, there's a few possibilities, as I said. It could be that the wave 4 was indeed in already. Now, I already changed it in the last video because this up and down here is just making that quite unlikely. Yeah, it would mean if the wave 4 was in here, we would already be unfolding impulsively to the downside. Yes, this move down could be counted like that, and the retracement here as well as a wave 2 then, but this here is not a wave 3 what's happening, so no. Yeah, so what you would be looking for is here, that would have worked out. Yeah, 1, then the 2 here. But where are we now? You know, the wave 3 isn't unfolding really. You know, we could have still said maybe this was the wave 2, but now it's getting unrealistic. Yeah, too much sideways movement. I can't exclude it completely that we're already in the impulse down, but I think it's unlikely. So next possibility is the wave 4 is not finished yet, and we're in a still unfolding ABC pattern. So basically that we say, all right, maybe this was the wave A, this was the wave B, and we are now coming up in a C. That's possible, but again, above 22,200, that would get unlikely. The scenario I'm currently following is basically here that triangle. That's also what I had on the chart and talked about in the previous video. So far, it's following that scenario, that this was a wave A, this was a wave B, down here at 20,900 pretty much. And then yeah, now the question arises, have we already seen the wave C? Have we already seen the wave D? And is this the wave E? And are we going to break down now? We don't really know until we break below the low of the wave B, which is at 20,900. So yeah, we just need to see now when that breakout to the downside happens. The 20,900 level is important. All eyes need to be on that level. Triangle would be invalidated above the high of the wave A, so 21,830. That would then be invalidated. Yeah. Then it might be that ABC pattern or something more bullish. For now we can follow the triangle, but there's no guarantee that this was the C, no guarantee this was the D and this was the E. It could very well be that we move that out. Yeah, this is not clear. This will only become clear after the breakout, but this is, I think, the pattern it could follow. And because the wave C is a 3-wave move, it could very well be that only this was the wave C. Yeah, we're still here waiting for the D to unfold at the moment, and then the wave E. So these triangles can extend out a little bit before they would eventually come down. Yeah, and that's currently my view. Again, it could be something more bullish and we could have found the low here, but I just don't have any evidence for that. Yeah, that would be just speculation. And for now, I think the probabilities here in the short term, they point towards one more dip. All right, and that's my update about Bitcoin. So hopefully you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then check out the channel membership, and also make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter. You can find the links for those in the description. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.